everyone, in this video we will cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series in GK Today's Academy Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in Academy Android application. So in this app course you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document and also category wise revision ebooks which are optimized for reading on your mobile itself. Apart from it, you are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. Please check our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Okay, so now without wasting any further time, let's get started.
Good morning everyone, welcome back to GK Today, and today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 3rd and 4th of October 2021. Starting with very first question, Jyoti Surekha Venom, who was seen in the news recently, is associated with which sports? So first of all, why she is in news? Because recently she has bagged a silver medal in the women's compound event at the World Archery Championship in Yankton. Actually, she was defeated by the world number 3, Sara Lopez, who belonged to Colombia, in the final clash. So she is related to archery. Also earlier, the Indian women's and mixed compound teams won the silver medals in the World Championships. And the Indian women's team comprised of Jyoti, Muskan and Priya. Fine. Now one more personality from archery was in news these days, and he is Abhishek Verma. Why he is important? Because recently he has been elected to World Archery's Athletes Committee. Now these days US Open tennis tournament is also in news, and talking about this event, the winner in women's single was Emma Raducanu. She is just 18 years old, belonging to the country Britain. Then in men's single category, winner was Daniil Medvedev, and he is from Russia. Then talking about women's double title, winners are Samantha and Zhang. Similarly, talking about men's doubles, winners are Rajiv Ram and Joe Salisbury. Okay. Now can you tell me who has won the Italian Grand Prix recently? Please write your answers in the comment section. Question number 2. Who represented India in the Summit for Information and Democracy held at New York? So our Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Anurag Thakur, addressed the Summit for Information and Democracy on the sidelines of United Nations General Assembly that was organized in New York. Actually, the International Partnership for Information and Democracy was launched in New York on 26th of September 2019, and basically it aims to promote freedom of opinion and expression and access to free and reliable information. Okay, so the partnership has been signed by 43 states till now. Fine. Now apart from it, recently India and Japan held their 6th Maritime Affairs Dialogue in virtual format, and the consultations involved exchanges on development in the maritime security environment, then regional cooperation activities and opportunity for cooperation between the two countries in the Indo-Pacific region. Then apart from it, also India has recently hosted the 8th BIMSTEC Agriculture Experts Meeting in virtual format. And which countries comes under BIMSTEC? These are Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Myanmar and Thailand. So these are the 7 countries under BIMSTEC. Then there was the Investor Summit, which was organized by Gujarat. So this summit basically focuses on the synergies for the development of an integrated scrapping hub. Okay. Now can you tell me what was the venue of 5th World Conference of Speakers of Parliament? It was Vienna. Also do remember that 13th BRICS Summit was recently hosted by India. Fine. So already I have told you many times that for this year BRICS presidency is with India and G20 presidency is with Italy. Okay. Question number 3. What is the name of the 3rd ever September cyclone which developed in the Bay of Bengal? So this was the cyclone Gulab, and it made landfall in the state of Andhra Pradesh, hitting the landmass between Andhra Pradesh and Odisha, and after which it crossed the Bay of Bengal coast of Kalingapatnam. Now earlier we have seen that India was hit by 2 cyclones. First was cyclone Taukte, which basically hits our western coast and it was formed in Arabian Sea. And second was cyclone Yas. It hits our coastal parts of Odisha and West Bengal and it was formed in Bay of Bengal. So just 4 months back, cyclone Yas caused destruction across Odisha and West Bengal, and another cyclone now formed across South Odisha and North Andhra Pradesh coast. So basically in the 21st century, only 2 tropical cyclones made landfall over the Indian east coast from the Bay of Bengal, and which are these 2? Cyclone Day, which occurred in 2018, and cyclone Pyar, that was there in 2005. So do remember that cyclone Gulab is the 3rd such cyclone to make landfall in September. Fine. Now 2-3 months back we have talked about space hurricane. What was that? Actually our lower atmosphere hurricanes are very common, but this is the very first time scientists have discovered it in the upper atmosphere of the earth, and this hurricane swirled for nearly 8 hours over the North Pole in the upper atmosphere. Okay, so this was called as space hurricane. Then there was one more subtropical storm named as Anna, which drifted in northeast across the Atlantic Ocean after causing rain to Bermuda. So do remember that Anna is the first named Atlantic storm of 2021. Can you tell me which cyclone has recently hit China? Please write in the comment section. And talking about Andhra Pradesh, recently State Cabinet has approved the transfer of 15 acres of government land in favor of the Tribal Welfare Department for construction of Eklavya Model residential schools in Visakhapatnam district. Okay. Question number 4. Lasker DeBakey Award is associated with which field? So Mary and Albert Lasker founded the Lasker Awards in 1945 to honor the scientist whose biological and clinical discoveries have helped to improve human health. Okay, so this is related to science. So this year 2 scientists, first is Kathleen Carrico and Dr. Drew Weissman, who developed key technology used in the COVID-19 mRNA vaccines, have been awarded this $250,000 Laser DeBakey Clinical Medical Research Award. And this mRNA means messenger RNA is important because it forms the basis of Pfizer, BioNTech and Moderna COVID-19 vaccines. Okay. Now a few days back we have talked about Raymond Magsaysay Award, which has been given to 5 of the recipients, and 2 very important among 5 are, first is Dr. Firdausi Qadri from the country Bangladesh, and second is Muhammad Amjad Saqib from Pakistan. Okay. Now Asha Bhosle has been recently awarded with prestigious Maharashtra Bhushan Award, which is actually the highest civilian honor of Maharashtra. Then Einar Award has been presented to graphic artist Anand Radhakrishnan. And Father of the Nation Mahatma Gandhi has been awarded with US Congressional Gold Medal. Now you have to tell me who has won National Youth Award recently. Please write in the comment section. Question number 5. Thai, Ahom and Matak, which were seen in the news recently, are the communities demanding scheduled tribe status in which state? So these are the communities which are demanding for being accorded the scheduled tribe status in the state of Assam. And recently the Assam Chief Minister Hemant Biswa Sarma held discussions with representatives of the two communities regarding their demand. And not only these two communities, the T tribes of Assam along with Moran and Koch Rajbonshi communities are also demanding ST status there, okay? Now Assam was also in news because recently it has signed a memorandum of understanding with 37 microfinance lenders for implementation of Assam Microfinance Incentive and Relief Scheme 2021. And this scheme is aimed at providing financial relief to the microfinance borrowers in the state to help them continue maintaining good credit discipline in this COVID-19 times, okay? Also, Assam Assembly has recently passed the Assam Cattle Preservation Bill 2021. So now it prohibits the sale and purchase of beef in the areas which are inhabited by non-beef eating communities. And this bill has repealed basically the Assam Cattle Preservation Act of 1950 that was passed with the aim of regulating slaughter, consumption and illegal trade of cattle, okay? Also do remember that few days back Assam government has decided to rename Rajiv Gandhi National Park as Orang National Park. Fine. So now there are 7 national parks in the state of Assam, and which are these? Kaziranga, Manas, Nameri, Orang, Dibru Sakhova, Dihin Patkai and Raimona Reserve Forest. Fine. Now can you tell me which state of India has planned to develop a tiger corridor connecting 3 of its tiger reserves? First is Ranthambore, second is Ramgarh Vishdhari and third is Mukundra Tiger Reserve. Please write the name of that particular state in the comment section. Question number 6. Which institution released the report of the hospital-based cancer registries 2021? So this report has been released by ICMR, means Indian Council of Medical Research, and as per this report, the proportion of all cancer cases was higher in males, means 52.4%, while in females it was 47.4%. So gynecological cancers including breast cancer comprise over half of all cancers in the females, and childhood cancers, means which comes under 0 to 14 years of age, constitute 7.9% of all cancers. And it also highlighted the cancers of head and neck region, and these were at nearly 1/3 of the cancers among males. Fine. Now talking about Niti Aayog, recently it has tied up with Byju's. Why? To provide free education opportunities for the students in 112 aspirational districts in India. So this project will provide for the establishment of a dedicated working group, which in turn should help establishing a system of knowledge, innovation and strategic support. Okay. Also a few days back, Niti Aayog has released a report named as Reforms in Urban Planning Capacity in India. And it presents a condensed outcome of the extensive deliberations and consultations which were conducted over a period of 9 months in the domain of urban and regional planning. Okay. Question number 7. Which Indian state emerged as the 5th Asian ecosystem in affordable talent as per the 2021 Global Startup Ecosystem Report? So do remember that Kerala has emerged as the 5th Asian ecosystem in affordable talent in the 2021 GSER, means Global Startup Ecosystem Report. So this report was prepared by Startup Genome and the Global Entrepreneurship Network. So the 2021 report, which ranks the top 140 ecosystems across the world, was based on 7 parameters. First is performance, then funding, connectedness, market reach, resource attraction, experience and talent. Okay. Now talking about Kerala, recently it has removed the upper age limit for transgender college students of the state who are seeking admission to numerous educational programs available in the state, universities and its affiliated schools. And this step has been taken to encourage the transgender students in the state to pursue various post-graduational and undergraduate educational programs. Okay. Also to remember that India's second village of books is to be set up in a village in the state of Kerala. And the first village of book lies in Satara district of Maharashtra. Okay. Question number 8. Which Indian state or union territory inaugurated the state's first and the biggest palmatum in North India? So the Uttarakhand Forest Department dedicated the state's first palmatum and the biggest one in North India to the people in the Nainital. So this took over 3 years to develop and has over 110 species of palms. And it was developed under Campa scheme. Can anyone tell me what does Campa stands for? Please write in the comments. And this has palm species under various IUCN categories of critically endangered, vulnerable and many others. Now apart from it, do remember that Uttarakhand has recently appointed Vandana Kataria as the state brand ambassador for the Department of Women and Child Development. Also, Uttarakhand was in news because of its Mukhyamantri Vatsalya Yojana. And under this program, 3,000 rupees will be directly transferred into the accounts of children who have lost their parents or the earning member of their family due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So free education, ration and health facilities would be provided to them till they attain the age of 21 years. And the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand is Pushkar Singh Dhami. Question number 9. Evergrande, which was seen in the news, is a famous company of which country? So Evergrande Group is China's second largest property developer in terms of sales. And it is one of the Fortune 500 companies. Now why it is in news? Because after several regulations are imposed on Chinese business by the government, including a strict cap on borrowings of companies, many companies were severely impacted and Evergrande was one of the worst affected as it has borrowed over $300 billion. So recently its market cap is down to $4.9 billion, losing nearly 90% of its value. That's why it is in news. Okay. Now apart from it, India's Mars Orbiter spacecraft has completed 7 years in its orbit beyond its designed mission life of 6 months. So MOM, which was also called as Mangalyaan, is the interplanetary mission of ISRO, launched in 2013, and the probe was successfully inserted into Martian orbit in 2014. So ISRO has been continuously monitoring the spacecraft and its 5 scientific instruments. The spacecraft is now expected to have a mission life of probably another 1 year. Okay. Now one very important question. Do remember that Switzerland has recently legalized the same-sex marriage and now it is the 30th country in the world to do so. Okay. Now can you tell me which is the first country in the world to legalize same-sex marriage? Please write in the comments. Already I have told you many times. Coming to last question, which union ministry is associated with the Hunarbaz Awards? So these awards are instituted by the National Institute of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, Hyderabad, and it comes under Ministry of Rural Development. So recently it presents the awards for 75 differently abled candidates as part of Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav on the occasion of Antyodaya Divas, which marks the birth anniversary of Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay on 25th of September 2021. So the awards are given to the candidates who were trained through Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushal Yojana and Rural Self-Employment Training Institute schemes. Okay. Now these days Nidhi 2.0 is also in news. What does it stands for? National Integrated Database of Hospitality Industry, and it was launched by our Union Ministry of Tourism to celebrate World Tourism Day 2021 on 27th of September 2021. And the theme for World Tourism Day is Tourism for Inclusive Growth. So do remember that Nidhi 2.0 is a database prepared under Ministry of Tourism. Okay. Now apart from it, IIT Delhi has established a Center of Excellence on Quantum Technologies to conduct research activities in the field. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.